Welcome to Unix lab. This is Karthik Bandani, UR14 CS236. So today I'm gonna do my lab experiment number 9, that is inter-process communication using pipes. So basically we have to use two named pipe and unnamed pipe, and we have to implement two programs in which one in the named pipe we have to read the data from the pipe and display the number of vowels. In the second unnamed pipe we have to read the data from the pipe and convert the vowels into capital caves. So these are the two programs which I have to make. So I've made this in Putty SSH client. So basically the concept of pipe is that it acts as a consumer and a producer. So while it is producing, the other end and it is storing in the buffer, in the pipe, the other end can simultaneously consume it. So this was my lab experiment number 9. So this is the code of my experiment. For this I am taking all the header files, including all the headers files, and then declaring few variables: file descriptor with the fd with the array with 2 and bytes I and id. Then I am creating a child process id and c 0. All these variables I am initializing. After that, id is equals to pipe fd. So this is a particular format or syntax to create the pipe. And then if id equal to 0, this means the pipe is created, so it will display. As the pipe is having argument file descriptor, if the pipe is created, it will return the value 0 to id. So if id is 0, that means the pipe is created. We will print f that pipe is created, else we will print the pipe is not created. Then we will take the string from the user and store it in the variable string. Then in the file descriptor first index of the array, we will calculate the index of the length of the string and add 1 in that. Now we will create a child process using fork system call. In the child process using fork system calls, if it equals to 0, this means the child process is created, and the presence that we will get to the function get PID, and the parent process ID that we'll get to the functions get PPID. So these two functions will give us the child process and the parent process IDs. Then n bytes, so the number of bytes I'm calculating with read fd equals 0 rb, then the size of rb. Then for I equal to 0 and I less than size of rb, that is the total length of the rb, we will run a for loop, and we will store in the rb array in each and every index all the vowels. So a e I o u in 0 1 2 3 simultaneously all the values are stored, and then we will calculate the tuple and store it into RBIN and increment the C++. Now we will print if the received string is this. So whatever string I have received, I have stored into the variable RB. I will print it that total number of vowels C. So when we are counting the vowels from this array, each and every time we are increasing the counter variable, that is C, and printing it that the total number of vowels is C, and then get the PPID also. So this was my program, and now I will run it. So this is compiled now and it is running now. So I will enter a string Karunya. So we can see that it is telling the total number of vowels is 3. So this was my question number 2, and to find the number of to create the pipe, and this was my question and to file then make the vowel, and this was my question number 1, to calculate the number of vowels in the string. So the number of vowels in the strings has been calculated. Now the second question, to make the vowels in the string to uppercase and create the pipe. So in this is my particular program for this. So in this we are writing the string into the pipe. So as you can see, first we have here the initialize few variables and open my pipe. My pipe is already a file which I have created, in which I have stored a string already, and I have given the read write permissions to that file. Then integer bytes, and then I am reading from the size of buffer in the pipe. So there is buffer in the pipe, and for each and every buffer in the pipe I am calculating whatever I'm seeing whatever vowel is there and putting a counter variable. So number of counter variables that will tell me the total number of vowels. So this was my creation of file. So now to read from the file, this is a particular code. Yes, this was a particular code to create the pipe. So now we'll run this. So this compiled successfully and there is no error. Now when we create this, so it will tell the buffer in the pipe is having coordinate and total number of vowels is 3. So as we can see, so in my pipe file which I have in which I have created the pipe, when we'll open it, so we'll see in the buffer we have coordinate. So we have read and calculated the following particular things. So this was my question number 2. So this was my experiment number 9, using pipes, unnamed pipes and named pipes. Thank you for watching.